Welcome to Porto. The view. Ah. Whoa. Cheers. Welcome to Porto, Portugal, a city where old world charm meets vibrant modern culture. My friends and I spent an amazing 3 full days here packed with food, culture, and stunning views. So let's dive into the heart of this beautiful coastal city. First, let's take a look at where we stayed because it deserves a shout out. We stayed at this beautiful Airbnb in the heart of Porto called Ribeira, the historic district and UNESCO World Heritage site. There are 2 bedrooms and can sleep up to 5 people, but for the 3 of us, it was more than spacious. There was an incredible view from the terrace, and you could even see the cathedral on a cloudless day. The amenities and attention to detail was appreciated, like providing makeup remover and laundry detergent, and our host also welcomed us with some port wine and custard tarts. Our Airbnb host got us pasteis de nata. I think I'm saying it right.
So good.
So good. It's cold now, but it's still so crunchy. After settling in, we walked along the popular Rua da Flores street, where you'll find restaurants and shops. We got dinner at Lago São Domingos, which is at the main square, and there were street performers and live music, which made it a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Good morning from Portugal. This is our little terrace. Look at it. All right, let's go explore Porto. For our first full day in Porto, we're starting off our day with a true Portuguese staple, pasteis de nata at Nata Lisboa. These custard tarts are so delicious, and it's a great way to fuel up for the day. There are lots of amazing breakfast spots in Porto, especially near our Airbnb, but there are also a lot of lines. This breakfast spot had outdoor seating, and we quickly ate to make our way to the free walking tour at 10:30 a.m.
I need a question. So for me, it's a privilege to get to show you my city.
As you know, I love to go on free walking tours as soon as possible so I can get familiar with the city and learn about the history and get recommendations from a true local. I'll include some walking tours in the description below that you can sign up for. Free walking tours are tip-based, and we spent the next 2.5 hours exploring Porto's highlights. Alright, this is the actual train station. The train station used to be a monastery, and now it is beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous. It has over 20,000 azulejos, blue tiles, and the artwork is stunning. It is really crowded in the afternoon, but there's definitely less people in the morning.
I would just like to point out the cathedral. So being built in the 12th century.
After the walking tour, we got lunch and got some port tonics, then explored the riverside, and it was so cute, lined with restaurants and souvenir shops and lots of shopping. The weather was also just perfectly sunny, and we loved walking by the water. Our tour guide said that everything here is expensive along the river as it's mostly for tourists. We are by the river, and it is beautiful. It is very touristy. Look at this. It's gorgeous. We made it to the other side of the Douro River. Made it to the other side. The city on the other side of the river is called Gaia and known for its port wine cellars. The funicular here just goes up and down, so our tour guide said it's not really worth it to do it, but could be cool if you do want to see city views and the river view. Before we get dinner, we wanted to check out this rooftop bar called Porto Cruz, which has great views of the Douro River. They had such unique drinks and it was such a vibe. Seating is first come first serve, and look at how big this chili is. Once we got hungry, we stopped by the Mercado Rio food court to fuel up before embarking on an adventure to see the most popular sunset spot, Jardim de Morro. So Google Maps showed it's a short 13-minute walk from the food court, but it's all uphill, so you want to allocate more time to go slowly. Or you can take the Teleferico cable car to the top, which we suggest. Tickets are only €7 for one way. You'll definitely have to come early to get a spot on the hill, as there were so many people. It's the popular sunset spot, and this is how crowded it is. Oh my goodness. Once the sun set, we went bar hopping to check out the nightlife in Porto. Since it's a weekday, the popular Galeria de Paris street was closed, so we ended up following the live music to a bar called Vermetureria. I love all the live music here in Porto. It's the bell tower, and we're heading to Base, which is an outdoor bar at the park, and we loved it. So cute. There's outdoor seatings here and just like perfect weather. And of course, we had to end the night with some pasteis de nata. Pasteis de nata. Here are the girlies. Close at midnight, so we're here just in time. We got pasteis. Bom dia, we made reservations to Braçal Aliados, known for having the best francesinha in Porto. This dish has its origins in Porto in the 1950s, inspired by the French croque monsieur, but adapted to local tastes with Portuguese ingredients. It is a sandwich made with thick slices of white bread stuffed with a variety of meats like ham, sausage, and steak, all covered in melted cheese and topped with a spicy tomato beer sauce. It's often served with a side of fries and a fried egg on top. So I didn't really like this dish, and I'll go into more details next week on all the food we ate in Porto, so I'll explain why there. There are lots of cute coffee shops in Porto as well, and we love this ginger coffee latte. Our little to-go coffees. This is a beautiful McDonald's. Our walking guide also told us about this most beautiful McDonald's in Porto, which now sits at where the Imperial Cafe used to be. There are grand chandeliers, marble pillars, and beautiful stained glass windows. I also love checking out the international menu because there are so many unique items not available in the US. For example, they have beer here, lots of soups, gluten-free options, wraps, shake fries, and lots of McFlurry flavors. It used to be the Imperial Cafe, and they actually hired someone with the Falcon to work here to scare away the pigeons. It was just cheaper. So anyways, that's McDonald's. There are still a lot of Porto we haven't seen yet, so let's keep exploring. Welcome to Porto! Let's go explore Mercado Bolhao. This is one of Porto's most iconic and historic markets, established in 1839. We're in the Mercado Bolhao. Kind of reminds me of the market in Barcelona. More souvenirs, more locals to buy for groceries and stuff. But our favorite is wine, oysters, and cheese on the other side. What I love about this market is that you can buy a glass of wine first and drink while you walk around and shop in the market. You can find everything from fresh oysters and fruits to traditional Portuguese cheeses and charcuterie. These were also some of the freshest oysters I've ever had. It was so good. Sardines. Oh, they vacuum pack it too. It's just mussels with like salsa. Ah! We highly recommend booking a sunset cruise on Douro River, and we love this experience. As always, I link all my activities in the description below. It's very cold in the boat. It did get really chilly on the boat, especially when there wasn't sun. This was in September, but our boat provided blankets, a glass of port wine, and some snacks, and we really enjoyed this experience. We also ended up purchasing a bottle of wine on board for 10 euros, and it was just so beautiful, and we loved being out on the water.
You guys are staying here.
Very, very chilly. Found the restaurant. For dinner, we made reservations for Flora de Congregados. It was a little difficult to find, but we loved the service and experience here. We wanted to order everything, but the server had to stop us. This stew is another Portuguese staple called tripas à moda, tripe and bean soup, which is exactly what the name is, and worth a try if you're willing. Hello. Sauce is with the calamari. Someone want to cut it? For our last full day, we started the day off at Say Cheesecake for a delicious healthy brunch and cheesecake, of course. We booked tickets to Lelo Bookstore in advance, and our tour guide suggested going in the afternoon during lunchtime so that it would be less crowded. There was still a lot of people in the 12:45 p.m. time slot on a weekday. As you can see here, there's the line. There are different ticket levels you can buy: silver for 8 euros, gold for 16 euros, and platinum for 50 euros. I recommend getting either silver or gold. For gold, you get priority entry and a free book from the exclusive Ribeira Lelo collection. With silver, you can redeem 8 euros for a book from the collection. We weren't sure what books were available as part of the ticket, so we got silver, and the book was about 16 euros, so you just paid the 8 euro difference. But I do think the books there are worth it and are lots of classics in many different languages. Andrea's gonna get this, The Little Prince in Spanish. It is breathtaking and so gorgeous in here. It's rumored that J.K. Rowling got her inspiration for Harry Potter here.
Line for the cashier.
There are even Harry Potter tours here in Porto that seem like a lot of fun, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. Found the Harry Potter collection, but these are all different covers than what we grew up with. This is completely different than what I've seen. Look at this, what is this? Whoa! We didn't have this growing up. Shall we head out? And we're gonna head out now. And another must-do in Porto is to go to a live Fado show. This was located in the old pantries of the convent, dating from the end of the 16th century and located under the sacristy of the church. This was so much fun, and we learned about how soulful and expressive Fado music is. Then we ended the night for dinner and called it a night. Celery soup.
How about you?
Good morning. Early next morning, I had some time to reflect on how I felt about Porto. As I was buying some souvenirs and some pastéis for our flight later, I remember one of my first thoughts about Porto was how much construction there was going on here. But first, we are going to this coffee shop here. The cake has banana, orange, So I think Porto is on the edge of like becoming this really popular, bigger city town for tourists. Like it's already all mostly tourists in this area that we're at, but I do think with all the construction going on, like more construction means even more tourists. I think that right now, as more people are coming, that's why all the construction is going on. Regardless of that, still a very cute, small town, Portugal, worth a visit. We really enjoyed our time here. I hope you do too. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Bye!